once you beat every single Easter egg, you unlocked a playable zombie character. So yes, you were able to play in and spawn in as a zombie as your character, or maybe one of the OG Pack-a-Punch camos. Once you complete every Easter egg in zombies, you'd have this influx of Warzone players coming on and doing each Easter egg after one another. That would be all right. And welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to break down what reward you get for doing each individual Easter egg in Cold War Zombies. Then we're going to show you what reward you get for doing all 6 Easter eggs, or the lack thereof. But before we do that, I gotta give a massive thanks to everyone who's gonna like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety, as those 3 things help me and my channel out greatly. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna very quickly go over some of the past Easter egg rewards we've gotten to kind of give examples of what this could have been, and then we're gonna break down into all the Cold War stuff. If you just want to see the Cold War stuff, everything's gonna be timestamped below. Just go to that part if that's all you want to see. Now, for the first permanent Easter egg reward on Call of Duty history, we're here on Call of the Dead, and what I mean by permanent is this: after you do the Easter egg, every single game you play afterward, you're gonna be able to use that reward, not just for the rest of the game. If you load up the game, you know, 2-3 weeks later, you're still going to be able to use that reward. All right, there we go. We just took down George, and if we go ahead and pick this up, as you can see, I just got a Wonder Waffle instead of the Death Machine. After you complete the Easter egg one time on Call of the Dead, every game afterwards, you're going to get a permanent Death Machine that's going to last until you run out of ammo. And I think this is the only Treyarch Zombies map in existence that's got a permanent Easter egg reward on one single map. Obviously, there's ones that you get if you do multiple Easter eggs, but this is for just doing one Easter egg on this map. In Black Ops 2 on Buried, if you did the previous Easter eggs and linked the nav cards, you'd be able to open this box, which would give you an audio cutscene ending. Now, in Black Ops 3 is where things started getting interesting. If you did the Shadows of Evil Easter egg, you got this calling card. If you did the Rev Easter egg, you got this calling card. And if you did every single Easter egg in Black Ops 3, you got this ultimate calling card for doing all of them. But more importantly, once you've done all the Easter eggs, you're going to get 1 million XP in every single game afterwards that you play. You're now going to spawn in with the weapon that was already on that map and the RK5, and both of those weapons with full ammo. Now, when it comes to Easter egg rewards, there is one game that did it absolutely perfectly, and that is Infinite Warfare. Every single map on this game has some sort of Easter egg reward. On Spaceland, once you beat the Easter egg, you're going to be able to double pack without having to do the Easter egg steps for it. You're going to unlock different wall buys and other maps once you do the Easter egg. Once you've done all the Easter eggs, you're going to unlock Director's Cut, which you can toggle on and off. As you can see here, we spawned in with 25,000 points, every single perk in the entire game, and these are perma perks. But hands down, the best and biggest thing you unlocked was an additional boss fight. After you did every single Easter egg, you unlocked the Mistopheles boss fight, and this is the most insane, hardest boss fight in COD history. And on top of that, you got like character unlocks and so much stuff for every single Easter egg you did in this game. Now, in World War II Zombies, there actually were some individual rewards you got for each map you beat the Easter egg on, but the main thing you got, once you beat every single Easter egg, you unlocked a playable zombie character. So yes, you were able to play in and spawn in as a zombie as your character. You unlocked an animated charm, and you also unlocked some different spawn-in weapons that you could only use once you actually beat all the Easter eggs. Yeah, now in Black Ops 4, you got this one single Dark Ops if you beat the Easter eggs on the 3 original maps this game launched with, and that's all you got. There were some other small things, like on Voyage of Despair, after you did the Easter egg, you got free doors, but that wasn't permanent. That reset after you restarted your game. And finally, here we are in Cold War. Keep in mind that recap we just did wasn't every single Easter egg reward ever. That was just some of them that we've got in the past, showing you the potential things we could have seen in Cold War. With that being said, let's go ahead and show every single reward you get for each individual one. Once you do the D Machina Easter egg, you get this Evil Unleashed calling card. The firebase-z Easter egg, you get the Maxis Potential calling card. For the first Outbreak Easter egg, you get the Revanov Implications calling card. The second one, you get the Entrapment calling card. This is what you get for Mauer Toten, the Tin Man Heart. And then finally, what you get for doing the final map Forsaken, you get the Victory calling card here, which has got the Director, which looks pretty sick. But once you do every single Easter egg in Cold War, you actually don't unlock anything. And I was really hoping we would have got something. You don't even unlock a calling card. Like, legitimately, this is it. It's kind of cool because the very final one, this is the first animated Dark Ops we have in Zombies besides the Mastery one. So that's kind of cool that it's animated. But I'm a little disappointed. Showing everything that we just showed in this video, we could have got, I mean, it doesn't even have to be something game breaking. It doesn't have to be something like we got in Infinite Warfare where you get all the perks and you spawn in with 25,000 points. Obviously, that kind of breaks balancing a little bit, but we could have got a cool charm. We could have got an operator skin for free. I know Treyarch likes to put them in bundles, but we've seen so many cool stuff like that in the past. Even Black Ops 3 did a better job. You spawn in with the RK5 and MR6. Obviously, it doesn't make sense in this game because you get to pick what you spawn in with, but I would have been happy with just even like an animated calling card. If there was a calling card you got that showed that you did every Easter egg ever, or not every Easter egg ever, every Easter egg in Cold War, that would have been sick. I would have loved that calling card. If we would have got a charm, maybe an animated charm that, you know, could have been, it probably wouldn't have been Samantha, but there's so many cool things they could have done. Or it could have been a charm of a zombie, like a little zombie on the side of your weapon. Maybe you could have got a camo once you complete all the Easter eggs, maybe a Pack-a-Punch camo, or maybe one of the OG Pack-a-Punch camos. Once you complete every Easter egg in Zombies, you got like one of the Pack-a-Punch camos from one of the previous games. You know how many people would do that and get these rewards for it? To me, it just feels kind of like, you know, a swing and a miss, because they've really been trying in Cold War to get more casual players to do the Easter eggs. They're making them easier. They're giving you waypoints for all the Easter egg stuff. But you know what would really get more people doing the Easter eggs? If there was more than just, you know, a calling card, especially if you got something sick for completing all of them. There's so many people who would get on and do them, especially Warzone players. If you could unlock a camo for doing all the Zombies Easter eggs, you know, it would be hilarious. As soon as they did that, all of a sudden you'd have this influx of Warzone players coming on and doing each Easter egg after one another. That would be kind of sick. But there's, and I mean, I saw that Greg FPS recommended maybe instead of spawning with a red tier weapon, you can spawn in with a green or blue tier weapon, something small like that, that, you know, gives you a little bit of a reward for doing the Easter eggs, but it's not game breaking. There's so many different ideas out there. And honestly, I am actually pretty disappointed with this. I think Cold War Zombies did so many things right. I really like this game. I mean, I've played it a lot. You can see it in my content. I've played so much Cold War Zombies. I think there's so much to do in this game, and there's so many things that have been done so well. This would have really been the icing on the cake. This would have been something that would have taken Cold War to the next level, giving people a reason, giving them some reward for doing the Easter eggs. And I just think it's a massive missed opportunity here. Who knows? They could still update it. I doubt we're going to get any updates to add anything. But yeah, with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. So that right there is every single reward you get in Cold War for each individual Easter egg, and then the lack of reward you get for doing every single one of them. So I'm going to ask you guys here, what would you have done for an Easter egg reward in Cold War Zombies? What would you have liked to see out of the suggestions I gave, or maybe a suggestion of your own? And what is your favorite Easter egg reward in COD history? Out of everything we showed at the beginning of the video, what's the coolest thing? Honestly, the zombie playable character is pretty sick. But with that, we're going to go ahead and end this video here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.